Hey Cachers, Derek here, Big Six Clan. Today I'm going to share a story with how I got into geocaching and why I like rest area geocaches. Back in 2012, my grandfather wasn't doing well and we realized that we were going to be doing a long trip coming from South Carolina going out to Arkansas, and we're trying to figure out what we could do to make the trip more exciting. Well, my wife had seen an article in a magazine about this thing called geocaching, and I'm like, well, let's try it. And all the way out from South Carolina to Arkansas, we were hitting a bunch of little caches in rest areas. Now, rest areas, for the most part, will have a geocache in there. Sometimes they'll have one, sometimes they'll have more than one. But what's really neat is that even though if you don't want to spring for premium, most of the time you'll still be able to see them on your basic membership. So that's one reason why I really like geocaches in rest areas. Now, because these geocaches and rest areas are pretty simple, they're great for kids, great for traveling. You get out to stretch your legs a little bit. Usually you can find them pretty quickly. I love these because a lot of times, like I said, I still like getting to where I'm going. So I can get out, grab a quick cache, get back on the road, and keep on going to my destination. Now, this is one of my friend's caches here locally. Her name is Nana Huck, and I'm gonna come and meet up with her here at the rest area. So I found Joanne, my friend here, that owns this cache, also known as Nana Huck. Now, I've known Nana Huck off and on for the last few years because I've seen her on a lot of the different caches in the area, and she's usually one of the first ones to find one of my caches. And we go to events together. But I wanted to meet up with her and talk to her about this cache. Now, Joanne, why did you want to put a cache here at this rest area?
Well, because there wasn't one here, and I thought, you know, people visiting Charleston, geocachers, this might be their first stop, you know, before they get to Charleston, like, get that geocache. And I made it easy because I like to do them for children, you know, and I wanted to, so they could, a lot of times they're stopping, it's a quick stop, get, go.
Yep, like I said before, that's how I like it, like running in, grabbing the cache, stopping, because I still like getting to where I'm going. This is actually the last rest area before you get to Charleston, so that's really good. And with it being kid friendly, once again, getting those kids out there out of the car, you let them stretch their legs and grabbing it. So how difficult was it to put here at the rest area?
Not difficult at all. I mean, I just, I came out and I kind of found a spot, which is actually, this is the second spot. The first one, they were redoing the fences, and so I had to move it down a little bit, which actually is better because it's kind of off the beaten track from just regular muggles coming around and might see it. So
right now, you saw me walking around just a little bit trying to find it. Most of the ones that I found at rest areas generally are off in the fence because closer you are to the parking lot, the more muggles you're going to find, those that don't geocache. So a little tip for you on that. I just love these geocaches at rest areas.
Me too. Every place I go. We take a trip to Florida. We check out the rest areas.
Yeah.
Like us when we went and we stopped at a rest area, and then sure enough, I put a travel bug, and sure enough, you were behind us somewhere and you picked up the travel bug.
Yeah, I was like a day or so right behind on grabbing that coin. That was really cool. That was a Geo Woodstock coin that I grabbed and moved it on down to Florida to another great cache. Now, with summer coming up, a lot of traveling going to happen. There's some more geocaching events. In fact, when you're watching this, if it's right around Geo Woodstock, look for me at Geo Woodstock. I am there, and I will be at the maze quite a bit and all the different events. So look for me. I may have something special for you if you come and see me. All right, so like you said, traveling is great, and that's how I got into geocaching, was doing traveling. What is the most unique geocache you found at a rest area?
Ooh, truthfully, the rest area ones are pretty easy to get. Now, I have found Virginia.
West Virginia Tim?
Yes, Virginia Tim at a rest area, and it was a little outhouse, and you open it up, a little guy sitting in there, like, you know, that's kind of strike me as a good one for a rest area.
there's a rest area in Georgia. Right when you get into Georgia, there's like 5 geocaches at the rest area in Georgia, which is great. And of course, one of those is Ranger Dot, and that one is a really cool one as well. So if you want to get a gadget on the way, guess what? When you're going down, traveling to Florida, go up through Georgia, that rest area right around Savannah, there is a gadget cache right there.
Wow, I'll have to check that out because I'm going to Florida again soon. So
yeah, I'm going back and forth to Florida. In fact, I'm heading down there end of May. One of my sons is graduating from high school, which is amazing, scary thought. But I will be going down for his graduation, and I'll be hitting some more caches in Florida. So if you're in Florida and you have a cache you want me to highlight, hey, leave me a comment down below, send me a message, let me know, and let's see if we can hook up and do one of those caches. Well, Joanne, thank you for meeting me here, talking about your cache today. And of course, we got an event later tonight, so we'll be up there for our Charleston events. So I'll be there and look forward to it. Thanks again. So, hey, if this is the first time you ever watched Behind the Cache, click that subscribe button right over here. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what is the neatest and most best. Of course, that wasn't proper English, but that's okay. But what was the coolest rest area geocache you've ever found? All right, I'll see you next time right here on Behind the Cache.